do it. The Lucy's here on the nicotine.
Yeah, nicotine, caffeine.
And?
Fuck yeah. All right, we are back. Episode 6. I think Declan covered this last time. Declan's out doing the CJI trials. So he's back in, and he's doing like Al Leon camp, I think. So he's gone for a couple weeks. He's going to try to get some pods going there, but I'm in town. I'm just going to do a couple episodes with some of the boys, but obviously we got the big dog in today.
Hello.
There you go, Nick Rod. Yeah, dude, coming off a big fucking win.
Yeah, it was good. Disappointed because I didn't use all of my tools. Like, I think subconsciously, I was like, I just wanted to get the win back because he beat me like, whenever we first competed like 6 or 7 years ago.
Was that 2019?
2019, yeah, 2019 80cc, and then we were pre-contracted to have a match like 2 weeks after, and he beat me both those times. So I think subconsciously I was just like looking to beat him instead of looking to do like the best jiu-jitsu possible. So I think that kind of stopped me from getting the submission somewhat. Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know, man. You look pretty sick. I mean, Kynan was on a fucking tear.
How do you know these cameras are running? There's no red light.
It's right there. Yeah, Nick brought up a good point. He came in, he's like, you guys have no one watching you? And I was like, no, we're just running this shit by ourselves. So I just press start, and then it goes. So he's just looking over. He's like, what if one dies? And I was like, I have no fucking idea what happens if one dies.
I like this place. It looks good. Black background, nice table.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
Fuck yeah, dude. It was like, well, yeah, we went to you guys, and we were like, how'd you guys start it? And you guys were like, we invested X amount of money. And we were like, well,
yeah,
we don't have that fucking money.
Our first few episodes, I think, were on like iPhones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. First few were like on iPhones, and then I was like, fuck it, let's go get some cameras. I had some cash laid around, so I was like, let's just send it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We thought about that, but I mean, we don't have the fucking cash flow for it. So I was just like, we didn't even know if we were actually going to do it. I Googled like podcast studios in Austin. I was like, they got to have one to fucking rent.
Yeah, for sure.
So then I found this place, and I was just like, okay, we're just going to do a couple. And then after pricing out a bunch of other stuff, it's actually like pretty affordable to do it here. And then it's easy. You just show up, you do it. It's nice enough. But I've never thought about what happens if we actually get like, if something fucking shits the bed, then we're kind of fucked. But
they play it as it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We filmed maybe 1 or 2 full podcasts that just were not filmed, not recorded.
Are you serious?
Yeah, for sure. It was like fantastic content too.
Did you have an engineer there?
No, it was like, yeah, like he was on vacation or something like that, and we're like, fuck it, I just know how to press play. I'll press play, and then like 10 minutes in, and something just dies, and yeah. Just talk for 2 hours, no recording.
Do you guys just, like if that happens, do you guys just go again, or you're like, let's just try again tomorrow?
I think we'll just do it next week.
Yeah.
Wait till this guy comes back. It's like you only got so much juice.
Yeah, you're not gonna talk for 4 fucking hours. How long are your guys' episodes? Hour and a half?
Sometimes they're like an hour. Sometimes they're like 3 hours. It depends how idiotic we get.
Yeah. And then you guys had what the fuck's his name? Ecological guy?
Greg
Souders?
Could be that. Greg Souders, yeah. Greg Souders and the Corbray brothers. That was interesting. I think he's just too bought into his ideology. Not saying that it's wrong. I just think that why wouldn't you do both? Like a little bit of drilling and then play a game. I think that's great. That's what we did with wrestling. We did a little bit of drilling, a little bit of game, live training.
Well, I don't know, man. In any fucking sport other than ours, you do both.
Yeah. It's like,
but I think it's because like everyone's trying to make a dollar in our sport. Not saying like I'm not trying to talk shit about the guy. Like obviously it's working. Those guys are great, and like I do like a lot of like the stuff they do. But like I do think they're so. I think if a camera's not on and you talk to them, I think he'd be like, yeah, obviously both. But I think it's such like a polarizing thing for like content on social media. Everyone's like, do this or do that because you just get more fucking views.
Yeah. It's like,
but I don't know.
It's something to be like, oh, I'm on this side and you're against me, right? It's like there's value in that somewhat.
Yeah, I mean, people pay attention to shit that pisses them off.
Yeah, that's like a little culty. It's good though.
The whole fucking sport's culty, bro.
It is, right?
It's pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, I like to think that B team's not culty, but it just organically happens that we're like, you're unified. You're unified. You're doing this hard thing together all the time. And when it comes to comp time, it's we win. Fuck you.
There you
That's
go.
really what it is, right?
There you go.
Simple.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely less. Yeah, we're definitely less Call of Duty, but it's more of like a training center,
Training?
like our gym.
Yeah.
I think it would classify more as like a training. Like it's a bunch of like people. Like it works really good if you come in and like, because we don't have like a head. Like we have coaches, we don't have like one head guy, so it works good for like training centers. Like
It's
if you're
camaraderie.
motivated, yeah, and if you come in and like you ask questions and like you watch film and you know what you're doing.
I think we're super open minded too. Like when I'm coaching and I'm just talking with guys, like I always want their opinion. I'm never like, oh, do this and only this. I'm like, well, what do you think about this? Like, I think creativity is like what it's about. You know, it makes it so much more better and more interesting.
Yeah, for sure. That was one thing that I was fucking shocked about when I moved here. Because like I don't know, you don't actually know anyone from watching YouTube or like seeing their Instagram, right? So actually, when I moved here, I was shocked because your persona at the time, I was like, this is just some big athletic dude from Jersey. He's just gonna be like a Jersey guy.
Yeah.
But then like you were really good at like I've seen you FaceTime Joseph and be like, what the fuck am I doing wrong?
Oh,
And like
yeah.
with a guard pass or like with this or like that, and like you're like very like studious in that way of like asking people like you know what I mean? Because like honestly, you're the fucking man at the fucking gym. Like you're competing all the time. You're doing like a bunch of shit.
Mhm.
So like for that to also like be able to like call people and be like, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? Like it was very interesting. Like I was like, oh shit, this guy.
I think it's an
Fuck
ego
her.
thing. I think it's some like
Yeah.
some instructors are like they want to be completely right, or yeah, I don't know. I think things always change, especially like there's different like grappling, wrestling. They go in waves of like in the past in wrestling, right? We saw this like double legs are super popular, and then like Ben Askren comes along, the funk is super popular, and like people start countering the funk with like high crotches or you know different things. So I feel like you know it's always like shit's always changing. So like to be at the forefront of the change is like pretty important, and you have to be open minded for that. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I think a lot of gyms and like a lot of guys like get stuck in their ways of like I get it. Like, you work so hard to be like the top fucking guy, right? And then once you get there, it's like, do you really want to be studying all the time anymore? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think I mean, we've talked about.
I
This
think
guy
it's
a lot.
what's you got to do what's fun for you.
For sure. You
Like
got
for me, it's whenever I'm doing anything, for the most part, I want to be doing jiu-jitsu. Like even when like I'm about to go, I remember when I was in Moab, I was off-roading, and I'm having a blast for like a couple days, and now I'm like, I haven't fucking trained in a couple days. Like I just want to train. I'd be like, and I was just in Florida. I was at the beach. I was like, what would make this better is if I could train hard as hell in the morning and go to the beach at night. And so it's like, for sure, I love doing a bunch of things in life, but I always miss training no matter what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like we went to Canada for the last like 10 days, and it was sick being home. I really like being home. And
We got a good gym there.
yeah, there's some good guys.
Rocky Mountain's good, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Shout out Christian Simile, Rocky Mountain.
Yeah.
He's the boy. Caleb Bears. But dude, they got that massive judo dude there now too.
I DM'd him. I was like, bro, come to the B team.
I know. I talked to him about that. He's like, oh, thank you. I was like, you were talking shit. I had to tell the big dog, dude.
Come on through, brother.
He's trying to get his visa set up right now.
Sick. He looks heavy, strong.
Bro, he's like 275 with abs.
Did you do anything to him?
It's hard to say when he gets the better of the rounds. I got on his back once, and then I ankle locked him once.
Oh, yeah. Did you strangle him from the back?
Couldn't. Bro.
Too much man.
He was just so fucking wide. I was like trying to like hand fight and shit, but like if I made like 1 inch of a move that was like bad, he was like I was falling off.
Yeah,
because like the body triangle, like dude, he's
You
fine.
can't body triangle. It's difficult.
I could, but it was like not as. I was like, man, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah.
I felt like I was riding a bull. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Sometimes when they're so big, you just gotta like stay attached as long as possible, and then like eventually chase the sub. Because the more you chase the submission on the back, the more ability they have to escape.
Yeah.
So when I'm on a big guy's back, like Big Vince or just anybody of that size, I'm like stay on the center line, and then once they stop their explosion, I'm like, all right, I'll chase the sub.
Bro, you took Orlando Sanchez's back, right? You strangled him.
Yeah, I didn't strangle him, but
He might be the hardest guy to hold his back. The guy was built like a fucking bowling ball.
What really messed me up is I went to the rules meeting, ADCC, and in the rules meeting, they were like, no cranks over the face. I was like, this is my only move I got. So my first ADCC, only been training for like a year. I was like, all right, so I have to get under the neck. There's no way I'm going to be able to get like a proper rear naked choke. So when I got to the back, I like stopped myself from cranking the face, and then he like rolled out and escaped. And then like fast forward a couple years, I see him get choked with a face crank. I'm like, for sure, I could have just made this guy tap from that. But yeah, I mean, I beat him pretty well, but. R.I.P. Mr. Sanchez.
Oh yeah, he fucking passed away.
He got me some good attention from that. I think that might have been the first ADCC champion that I beat.
He was a champion?
Yeah, he won, I think, 2013.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
2013, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was like not even born yet.
You weren't even born in 2013?
Not really.
Not really. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I don't know, but like, yeah, there is some like good training back home, and like I was happy I got some time off. But
That
like,
new tattoo?
yeah, I got some tattoos.
Nice. Is that cover up?
It's a cover up. I got to do like a third session on it, my chest done too. But it was fun getting
Covering up your chest as well?
No, I added shit to my chest.
Are you addicted?
No, but like I'm OCD enough that I want it to like be like symmetrical and match shit. So now I'm just doing shit to like try to get like cohesion, which is tough.
Did you think about your tattoos a lot before you got them, or you just like, fuck it, let's do it?
I was fucking like young. I was just young, and like my sister started tattooing, and she was like, I need people to practice on, and I was like, fuck yeah, sign me up.
Yeah.
Let's get some. And then she was always like, you're gonna want them to match eventually. And I was like, well, maybe. And now, and now I'm like fucking 30, and I'm like, yeah, I need shit to match. So like, there's a lot of cover-ups, and cover-ups fucking suck. They hurt. Maybe I'm a bitch, but like,
it's probably hard to do, right?
Yeah, and they just hurt. I'm like, why does this hurt more than normal? And she's like, oh, it's scar tissue. And I was like, fuck me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some tattoos, went to the fucking mountains. It was chill, but like, you roll a little bit there, and you're like, fuck, like I kind of want to. I mean, you forget, like, you definitely take it for granted. Like, you're in one of the best rooms in the world, if not the best room.
It's a great time.
So it's like, fuck. But it's also nice to, like, go home and be like, oh, shit, I have gotten better.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so
That's how
fucking
you find
hard.
out.
Dude, I'm just in there every day with fucking you, like, Nick Mattia, all the fucking guys. And I'm like, Wojcik.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I haven't done anything. And then I go somewhere else. I'm like, never mind.
You just do whatever you want.
This is not bad. Like, like there was good rounds and stuff, but like, you're like, oh shit, some shit's clicking. So it was a good reset, but definitely happy to be fucking.
I've experienced that so many times, like especially at the start, because I would just train under John Danaher, and then eventually I'd go back to like South Jersey and train like in the local gyms. And I'm like, oh yeah, I am really good. Just get murked every day. Besides there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's good. I think it's a great way to track progress. Go to a different gym and come back home and be like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah, for sure. I need to do that fucking more. Every time I start having like a negative week, I should just go to a fucking other gym, do a drop in, fucking see if it goes.
How's your negative self-talk been?
Oh yeah, we talked about this on the first episode. I was telling how I was a part of the Nick Rod book club. I was like, this guy's just giving me the fucking books to fucking
trying to help my guys,
Yeah, dude? It's way better. I think it's definitely better. I read some of the shit you gave me, and it's improved a lot. Also, you just like, it's funny. I had to like negatively make fun of myself to quit. So my negative self-talk.
Explain to me.
So I had like a realization one day where I was like, hold on, like Joseph and Owen and Nick think this way.
Yeah.
They're fucking sick. I expect this much of myself, and I get upset at training. They don't get upset at training. Who the fuck are you, Austin, to get upset in the training room? Like, you fucking idiot. Like, come on, dude. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, just keep going. So then there, I had like a realization of like, oh, you're kind of being a pussy and like kind of being a dick. So then there, I was like, all right, like, keep caring, keep having your days, but like, try to make it fun. Try to like explore. Like, I talked to Joseph a lot about it too, and like you with like, use in here as your training room, like try new things. Like I get so stuck in like wanting to like see improvements and stuff like that, because that's like why you move down here, right? But also like the way to get better is like constantly like making errors, because you're trying new things. If you're just doing the same shit, like if I just kept doing straight ankle locks, like I'm sure I could have a world-class fucking straight ankle lock, but it's like you have one dimension of a game. Like you need more than one fucking
dimension.
dimension.
Develop a long sequence, long series of your straight ankle lock, like things to do, multiple ways to get there, things to do from the counters, and then if it's not working, how to pass from the engagement and tie shit together. Yeah.
I
think it's Oh, it's a everlasting game. I feel like also the longer your sequence, the more it's gonna benefit you. Like like we saw this in my Canyon match, right? Like I get taken down, he's like gets the turtle, but I don't settle. Like I move. I did like fucking 8 or like 6 to 10 techniques, like stand up, Granby, try to shuck him off. Where eventually I end up in close guard. But by the time we get the close guard, he's exhausted from following me, and I've just been like kind of chilling because he's desperate to keep me down. I'm just kind of going through these long sequences, and then like eventually when I got off bottom, which it was the only time I tried to get off bottom. I get on top and he's so fucking tired. He's like just kind of gave up, you know. So I think if you can develop long sequences, I think that's the way to do it. You also see in jiu-jitsu the longest like scramble in all weight classes is only like it's a little bit over 60 seconds. Like so if you can continue to move for a minute and 20 seconds max, like your partner is not going to be accustomed to that. They're going to be so fucking tired.
Yeah. Yeah, we've talked about that a lot in the training room too. And like wrestling gets you good at that.
Yeah.
I think wrestling gets you better at that than just training jiu-jitsu. Like when you start working wrestling, like your scrambling gets so much more fucking, like so much better than just like playing guard.
Yeah, like if even what's just as good as technique is just somebody that doesn't stop moving.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to deal with. Like a guy like Jackson, like good technique, but man, he just never stops.
Never.
It's absolutely.
That kid is, how old is he? 17, 18?
He's 17, yeah.
Fucking
so young.
problem, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. Like he's just gonna keep doing it. Yeah, he'll be a world champion for sure, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, especially if he eases his way into it. They don't throw him to the wolves right away. You know, let him become a man first. I think it's like.
Yeah, and he's gonna fill out his fucking hands and like his feet and shit, and like he's tall. I was like, you're gonna be a big fucking guy.
Yeah, he's a big boy for sure. You ever fight? You boxed?
I boxed.
Yeah, should like it.
I mean, yeah, like it was fun, but like my dad kind of like had to talk with me. Where like my dad has like been super supportive of like any sport that I've done, but like boxing, I was like 20, in my early 20s, 20, I don't even fucking know, 21, 22 maybe. And he was like, hey man, like I get it. It's cool. You're having a good time. Mm-hmm. He said, well, where are you going to take this? Like, are you just going to get head trauma? Like our whole family like had boxers in it. And like a lot of them, like a couple of them like got dementia. And like we took care of my great uncle who had dementia and Alzheimer's pretty bad. So he was just like.
Did your dad box too?
A little bit grown up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then he was like, where the fuck are you going to take this? Like, are you just going to get head trauma for like, just for free?
Yeah.
Like, just fucking do that. And I was like, okay, good point. Like, I had a couple fights, won them, was doing pretty good. And then we had that talk and I was all right, I'm done. Like, I'm in my like mid-20s at this point, early to mid-20s. And I was like, I'm just done playing sports. I'm just going to be a fucking mechanic, hang out with the guys, and that's about it. And then he got me into jiu-jitsu.
Hockey, huh?
No. I mean, I did. I played a lot growing up, played pretty competitive until I was like in bantam. And then, yeah, dude. And then I was just like burnt out, stopped, fucking just gave up on that, and then just chilled. And then played a little bit of rugby, boxed a little bit. And then, yeah, my dad got me into jiu-jitsu when I was like 25.
He ever trained?
No, what, dude, he's been an on and off white belt for like 7 years.
Yeah.
He started before me, but like he'll do 2 classes and then he'll stop.
Yeah.
And then he'll do like 3 privates and then he'll stop.
That's funny. Does he watch any?
Yeah, he watches everyone.
Yeah, really?
He had the WNO on because we had people over. Like we always have people over at his house when we get home. Just it's easier to see everyone in one stop, like one stop. So we had a bunch of people on. So he had WNO on.
Oh, sick.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, I know. Like the guys on your team are going tonight." So Laura, so he's a big fucking supporter. He's like texting me about all the fucking guys as if he fucking knows them. He's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
He's like, "Oh yeah, man, like Nick's on tonight, and this guy, and this guy," and I was like, "Yeah, we'll watch." But yeah, no. So we were all sitting there watching that. Gave me a fucking heart attack when you were like playing guard. I was like, Nicky Rod's playing fucking guard, bro. What the fuck? I was like yelling at the TV. I was like, "Get up! What are we doing, brother?" I was like, "What the fuck?"
I was just chilling. I was like, I felt how heavy he was like breathing on when he was chasing me on turtle. So I just roll over to guard, and I was like, I was looking for him to try to actively pass. I was going to entangle the legs, but he just like kind of stayed on his knees and gave me a little bit of pressure and then stopped. I was like, I think this guy's like gassed. And then when I was ready, I just tried to stand up. I just got up right away and took him down. It was like, it's funny. I was listening back to the audio, and when I get back to my feet, like, or out of bounds, and I go back to the center, and Nicky Ryan's like, "All right, Nick, time to pick up the pace," and I shoot as soon as he says that, take him down, and it's like that's such perfect timing.
Yeah.
Like that's how coachable I am.
You are fucking. That's our dude. Nicky Ryan's a fucking solid corner.
He's the best. Him and Damian, like the best combination. Demon's pretty good too, but there's a language barrier there.
Yeah. But like fucking Nick Rod, I didn't even mean to like. I said it to him a while ago because like he was hurt, and I was like, man, like you should just coach us. And he was like, well, I have a lot more in my athletic career. I was like, I know, I didn't mean it like that. I was like, but selfishly,
yeah,
like you'd be a fucking sick coach if you just ran.
Ryan, you said,
yeah, Nicky Ryan,
yeah, Nicky Ryan, fantastic coach. He's so young. He's got a bright future. Yeah, young and successful, well known. Yeah, he's only like 23. But his knowledge feels like he's Master Oogway. He's like 9. You know? Yeah.
He is a fucking. I forget how young he is too.
Yeah, I also
just that's what happens though when you like leave middle school.
Yeah,
and you start hanging out with grown-ups.
Yeah,
and like not sane grown-ups. Like how fucking sane could people be in the jiu-jitsu community? Like any gym.
Yeah, I forget how good Nicky Ryan is, and then I watch like one of his own matches or training videos. I'm like, damn, like this is like just reminds me how talented he is. Like he's has some of the best knowledge in the sport of jiu-jitsu. Like so much knowledge.
He's a sleeper too, because like I remember again, like you don't really know what it's like until you fucking move here. But like everybody has like their like conceptions of like what it's like. So everyone's always like, I remember people always thought like Craig's probably not athletic, Nicky Ryan's not athletic. They're just super technical. And then like I'd come home and people are like, well, why don't you copy Craig? And I'm like, no, half the shit he does doesn't fucking work. He's a freak.
Dude, Craig is an actual freak. He does weird stuff. He can do like the ballerina tippy toe. He's weirdly flexible on his, I think it's like his left side. It's like incredibly flexible. Not too flexible on the opposing side, but dude, he's a superior athlete. Nicky Ryan too. Like
Nicky Ryan's athletic as fuck, dude.
You can see it when he rolls, and even when we play spike ball, he gets like warmed up, and then he's like he's shooting everywhere. You know, it's like. Yeah, he's got it, bro.
Yeah, dude. I thought he was just like a nerdy little kid. And then like I saw him like do a wrestling round with like Mattia, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, he's got it, bro. He's got the tree trunk thighs too. You know, he's bottom heavy.
Bro, Nicky's gonna blow up when he quits fucking jiu-jitsu.
yeah, he better stay on the treadmill, man.
Bro, he's gotta keep training. He's got the gene in him. He could be a big boy.
No more for sure.
Bro, I told him, I was like, you should just move up to 100.
Dude, he could do whatever.
Be the next Orlando Sanchez, dude.
He can get as wide as he wants. He's got thick bones, big neck.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, getting him as like a coach would be fucking sick. But yeah, the Kaiden match was fucking. Yeah, I don't know. Like you could tell, like how strong did he feel?
Well, at beginning, yeah, he was. Every time he like grabbed like a 2-on-1 in my arm, he was squeezing it like he thought he could break my arm. I was like, this guy's gonna get so tired fast. So I was just like hand fighting and like. Collar tie, elbow passing, and like every movement, he just gave me a bigger reaction. I remember like right before he took me down, I like went for like double unders and he just like explodes away. I was like, bro, this guy's gonna gas. And then he takes his shot, gets me down. I just calls a long scramble. He was gassed after the scramble, and then yeah, it was good. I mean, all these guys are strong, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, but typically the stronger they feel at the beginning, the weaker they are at the end. I try to be very consistent. I give the same, like, maybe I compete at like, I almost do nothing at like 100% explosive in strength. Like everything's like 60, 70%, because I can keep that for as long as I need to, especially like a 15-minute match. Like I can keep like 60, 70% explosivity, strength, but 100% accuracy for that full 15 minutes. Maybe if it's a shorter pace match, like an 80cc trials, 6 minutes, you know, we're going to get after a little bit more, but for the longer matches, it's like, I think that's kind of the pace I go for. Yeah,
dude. I mean, like there's guys, like I remember they used to talk about how like Holloway uses like his cardio as like a weapon. Like in MMA and shit. You do the same fucking thing at like the heavyweights.
Yeah.
Right?
Volume striker.
Yeah, like you can just like like you're also fucking super explosive when you need to be, but like you're actually like what you just said, you're like, I know I have more in the tank the longer it goes. Like I'm fine.
Yeah.
But a lot of these guys
I also like changing pace, changing rhythm. So like where I have a consistency to my pace, and then they get used to that, and then boom, I snap into action, and then we go back down to consistent pace. I feel as if that throws off a lot of people, whether it's wrestling, whether it's guard passing. So being inconsistent in the pace and like hard to see when the explosion's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. When you were like, I mean, yeah, actually, I've always been wondering that because you're like you got like a steel trap in the training room. Like you always like your fucking mentality for like obviously people can tell because you fucking win a fuckload. So like you're obviously like your mental side of the game's fucking good. When did you like? Have you always been like that? Like mental, like every sport you did, or was it like someone like a high school coach like got you onto like sports psychology, or were you just naturally like, I'm confident, I know how to think, I know what this is, or like did you have to learn how to like be mentally like did you have to work on your mental game basically?
I think I started knowing how to attack competition mentally through my off-season wrestling coach, which is a club called Seagulls Wrestling Club in like Mantua, New Jersey, and we'd get great instruction there, and then after class he would talk to us about how to compete, and like it would be little things. Like I remember some lesson I learned about toughness was like I was like the most tired I've ever been in a practice, and I must have been like pouting, or he could see it in my face. And coach walks up to me right before the next round starts, and he was like, I know you're tired, but no one cares. Like you're the only one that's out there, and it's you versus him, and literally no one cares if you're tired. It's just do the thing you have to do. I was like, I don't know. It gave me like a realization that it doesn't matter what I feel. It's just a task at hand. So I think that was a lesson, and I learned of tons of other things from him. But also, once I got deeper into jiu-jitsu, I began studying other superior athletes, like Michael Jordan, John Jones, not LeBron, but
Fuck, hopefully you don't
Kobe.
take too much from fucking John Jones, dude.
Kobe, and even guys like even some of the F1 drivers that are like what's his name, something Hamilton or whatever.
Oh, Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah. So just guys from that have mastery, that are some of the best ever in their sport, in their field of work. I've studied them and kind of just learned their mentality, what makes them successful and unique. And I feel as if I've always been pretty confident when it comes to competing, but almost every time I compete, I have to do like something else to get like I learned something from every competition, whether it's like win or lose. Obviously, we always want to win, but I definitely learned something like the match before this one, I had a problem in the camp getting into the zone. The zone, like where just like you're in that flow state and you're getting after it.
Yeah, not thinking you're doing.
Yeah. I had a real problem like thinking too much in my training camp, and that led into my competition where I was really not able to like live in the moment. And and then this next camp going into the Kanye match, I really tried to just shut out the outside world and engage, just like focus exactly what I'm doing right now, just live in anticipation and live in the moment. And I believe that's why I experienced success. I also think that maybe I was getting too confident, or I was identifying too much with the success that I was having in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe I was too much like, yeah, I'm the man, and it's like it doesn't really matter. Like I'm playing a game. You know what I mean? Like obviously I want to win. I'm super competitive, but I think because I was identifying with this thing that was just subbing everybody and beating everybody for the last like 7 matches or whatever, I think that came to detriment because I was too focused on that like idea I had of myself. And once after my previous match, I go to the Kanye camp, I just go back to recognizing that it doesn't, like, I almost want to say like I am not grappling, but grappling is me in a sense. And that like I don't identify with being, the greatest grappler on the planet. I don't identify with being a fantastic grappler. I'm just like, before everything, I'm a good person. I'm a father. I'm a good friend. I'm a fun person to be around. and then
Just a fun guy.
yeah. But with all that, I also love training jiu-jitsu, and I love finding success. I love dominating other men on the mats, But yeah, I think I was starting to identify with this thing that it's just like win win win, and it's like I think I needed to take an L to get better, and oh fuck it, whatever. You're here now.
Yeah, I mean, like I fucking read so much on fucking sports psychology. Probably to like the point where like, I should probably I'll keep reading about it, but I read so much on it. Is like when these guys get to like the place of like they're just winning, like all the fucking time. It's some of like the most important things like they say, and like you hear them say it all the time, is like, this is just something I do between this hour and this hour. But really, when I'm home, I'm just me. Like, I'm a father. I hang out with my wife. I have a good set of friends. Like, this doesn't define me. Like, this is just something I enjoy, and I love being great at it. But if it goes away tomorrow, I'm going to be okay. And, like, to not let, like, that identity, because, like, that'll start giving you anxiety of, like, competition, or maybe it starts making you feel more sluggish or harder to enter the zone when you start thinking, like, I need this.
Yeah.
Right? But if you can, like, keep yourself, like, a lot of these guys keep saying, like, if you can keep yourself grounded, or like, I don't fucking need this. I like this. Yeah. It's fun to go fucking do this. Like, Michael Jordan always talked about, he was like, I love winning. I love going out there. This is what I love to do. Like, you're not going to find anyone who loves this more.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, okay.
It's the fun aspect. I think that's what keeps the greats staying great, is the having fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's, like, why Joseph got so fucking good.
Oh, he loves it, yeah.
He literally, like, he said to me the other day, like, I mean, I was asking him about competing. He's
only making money now because we were like, yo, like, you can make money now.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I guess I'll teach seminars and stuff. And it's like, bro, you're losing out if you're not.
He doesn't give a fuck about competing.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't care. He just wants to be the best he can be.
He's like, if I could get paid for hanging out with you guys and just doing this all day, I would. He'd never see me compete again. I'm like, all right.
That's funny. I really like competing because I like I just like dominating other men. That sounds terrible.
We gotta we gotta come up with another phrase.
Another phrase.
That's actually not bad. You could double down.
Yeah, that's true. But it's something
Something
I really
to it.
to it, yeah.
Is this the come out of the closet pod for Nick Rod, dude?
Bro, it's like in training. Training is super fun, but you can't break your training partners. Like when I get a submission, like an arm or a leg or whatever in competition, like I don't care. Like I'm gonna break your fucking arm.
Yeah.
And I really like that. But that's it. Yeah. Competition is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It's freedom to let loose.
Yeah. It's also fun, like you get to show like what you've been working on. And shit.
Yeah, you get to see if it really works against another world class guy. It's like when I body lock past my first like world champion, I was like, yeah, dude, like this is the move. It's working, you know.
Yeah, I had like a huge sample size because like I remember like when I got here last year, I was talking to you and you were like, you need a year where you compete. You don't say no to anything and you just compete. So like I did that last year. I just fucking did everything, and then at the end of the year, I was like, fucking tired, but like I got such a big sample size of like how I should compete and how I shouldn't, and like I have good memories of like times of like where literally I was just in the moment and I was able to just like throw it away. It's so much more fun because you're actually doing what you do in the room and you're hitting cool shit and you're like, oh fuck, this is dope, this is actually a good fucking time. And then like times where like you overthink everything and you're just like sluggish and like you're noticing things you shouldn't notice. But yeah, I mean competing, it's a double-edged sword. Competing is sick, and especially like travel. Like, I don't know, competing is fucking sick, but it's definitely better when you can get in the right headspace. Also, I mean, anyone who says it's not about winning or losing, it's not. Yeah. But winning feels pretty fucking good.
Yeah, you definitely want to win. I mean, it's totally fine to be competitive. You know, so you want to be uber competitive and look to win all the time, but also have fun out there. Do what you want to do. You know, can't force anything. Just go with the flow. It's a delicate balance.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know. I mean, the fucking fight pass is sick.
Yeah, fight pass is great.
It's fucking dope. I haven't heard you talk about this yet, and I'm gonna sound like a fucking homer because like I'm on the same fucking team and shit. But like, the fucking rules why are they standing people up when you pass guard?
It's a little weird, yeah.
I know you're not going to complain about that.
Well,
and I know I'm going to sound like I'm fucking being like a fucking home team guy, but it's just like if you're passing guard and they're like, "Oh, you're stalling," it's like, dude, tell the guy to get out then. Like if I'm fucking dominating him,
I remember one time
this isn't my problem.
I worked hard to get to like top half guard, and I got there and like 10 seconds later, like stood me up. I was like, "What are you doing? I'm working from you. Top half guard is like my spot." And then I got there again, did the same thing. I was like, "Bro, what is happening right now?" And you can't like argue with them mid match because it's like you're in the moment, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's really hard to find the perfect rule set.
CGI.
It's like even if you get a not so perfect rule set, but you're winning in it, you're like, this is good for me. You know, I'll take it.
That's true. I complain about fucking EBI, but if I was undefeated at EBI, I'd be like, "This is the best fucking rule set of all time."
Dude, I love EPI.
That's fucking.
Yeah, I'll
That's
take
fucking
that.
true. You did.
Because EBI, I understand now, is like, for the most part, you just do nothing till overtime. Like most guys, you just like kind of, like for sure, you want to try to pass and stuff, but you see like, oh, you're not in a really dominant position and there's like a minute left, so you're going to be like, all right, well, I just get ready for overtime. It takes a long time to get a submission.
Yeah, you're not going to gas yourself out to maybe sub a guy, especially like if he's also world class. Like, give 60 seconds to fucking sub him. It's like, fuck this. Like, I'm probably.
And then like you can just get so good on the back where you put yourself on anybody's back and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna submit this guy, or they're on my back and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get out in 10 seconds. Like it's no problem.
Bro, fucking Wojcik got good at EBI.
Wojcik's
Really fucking good at EBI.
Wojcik got great EBI. His footlocks, like he's got so many footlocks now. It's like the heel hooks, the straight ankles, the Wojcik, the Yokis. Bro, he's deadly. Absolutely deadly.
He's a fucking.
And now he can wrestle up too. Bro, he's nasty.
His wrestling's not bad. And then like even his wrestling, dude, I told him, I was like, you need to make a DVD on how to play sprawled out bottom turtle.
Yeah.
And he was like, what? And I was like, you're the best I've ever seen at being in the worst wrestling position and somehow getting into a guard or holding for 3 seconds to pull the guard to get a leg lock or just to not get scored on and end up on top.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Like it's fucking like his whole trials, he would just like overtime, he'd like shoot, be completely sprawled out, somehow get back to like an advantageous like position. And I was like, dude, what?
He's a submitter, bro. He subs guys, man. Sick.
Yeah, Wojcik's the fucking man. Hopefully he gets a good fucking match. He said there was 11 people said no to him.
Yeah. Oh, I believe he breaks guys. It's not like he's like getting to submission and they're tapping. Like they're tapping too late. They're limping home. You know.
Do you remember when he first came here?
Oh, he's breaking everybody. We're like, yo, Chris, like, hey, maybe take a little easy in practice. He's like, oh, sorry.
I remember, he was here for like 4 days, and I remember there was like rumblings of like,
it's like everybody was limping.
and there's rumblings like, oh, he might get kicked out, and then someone had a talk with him, was like, you can be here, quit breaking everybody. Like we get it, you're good at footlocks, like we understand, but
dude, it was snapping, guys. The thing is, I kind of like that because it keeps me on my toes, but I also don't want to get hurt in practice.
yeah.
But yeah, he's gotten way better. Once they talk to him, he's like, he kind of doesn't really break anybody unless they try to hurt him.
No, he's fucking. There's a couple times where like he's looked at me, and I'm having a day, and I'm like, all right, yeah, you.
Yeah, he's super good now. Like, yeah, he would get to a position and he'll like make eye contact. He was like, you're not gonna break here. Like, all right, tap. You got it, buddy.
Bro.
Don't worry about it.
We had I'm not going to say the guy's name, but we had like a legend come in and train. And I thought, actually, no, I immediately went up to Chris after because I was like, I guarantee Chris didn't give a fuck. Oh. Chris ankle locked him. And I was like, you ankle lock him? He's like, yeah, twice. And I'm like, fuck. He's like, he wasn't too happy with me after. I was like, probably not, dude. This guy just put his glasses down. The way he walks, too, he looks like a fucking duck. Walks over. He's like, here, let me break your foot real quick.
Dude, he's nasty at it, bro.
But
he's gotten so much better with the leg locks, like in the past 6 months. It's crazy, man.
He's on a fucking uptick right now.
Yeah. He seems like he's catching his catching the wave right now, man. Riding it.
Yeah, dude,
he's got his book out, Grappler's Diary.
Yeah, the boy's got a brain on him, dude.
Yeah, he's smart.
Bro, that's how you know Wojcik actually likes writing. Because he wrote a book for a community that doesn't fucking read.
Yeah.
Like,
but can't read.
There's nothing more for the love of the game of being like, I'm going to write this, and my audience doesn't, no one can understand it. Yeah. But I will still do it because I love it so much.
I think he does like,
I was like,
weekly blogs too. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. I mean, hustler too. Gotta respect it.
Bro, I told him, I was like, you could make 3 times as much money if it was a picture book
Yeah.
for the fucking community.
Yeah.
He had some nice photos in there.
Audio book too. He should.
He should. That would be fucking funny. But fucking dude, the guy like, I can't even remember the word. The one day he was explaining something to me. That's what it was. And he used the word esoteric in the middle of a sentence explaining something to me. And I stopped him and I was like, fuck you. And he was like, why, you don't like what I taught you? And I was like, no, you know I don't know what the fuck esoteric means.
Yeah.
I was like, brother, bring it down. You got to tell me in small words how to do this.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Keep it simple.
Yeah, but the room's fucking sick right now. Like, Declan's fucking, he's going to fucking do good at trials for sure.
Yeah.
For the Australian one. Wojcik's on a fucking uptick. Nick Matai is a fucking monster, bro.
Nick's good. Yeah, we got a lot of good guys, man. Nicky Rod. I wonder when he'll be back.
He's walking.
A few months. Yeah, he's walking, no braces. Like, getting after it, you know?
He looks like sub 190, which is good.
Oh, he's strong. He's got the muscle on him now.
There you go.
Thick, yeah. Yeah, he's doing like PT and stuff, so he's getting healthy. Yeah, Damien will be back in
Wait, how's he doing?
Oh, he's good. He's getting better. Probably a month or two, I'm guessing. Yeah, he's back.
When can he can move around in a month or two?
I think he's doing like shadow boxing right now. Maybe in another month he'll be like light flow, some drilling, but something like that. We'll see.
Yeah, the room's sick. And then as the closer we get to CJI, everybody's coming back from Europe and shit.
Yeah, I think they're going to be back like in July, but we'll probably start our camp like, I guess in mid-June.
You're going to start camp mid-June?
I'm going to start.
You're always in fucking camp, so you're always there.
Well, I take time to get better. So I'll take like May and most of June to like develop some skill. And then, I'm sorry. Yeah, and then July, August, we'll get in really good shape and start scrapping for 8 weeks prior.
Yeah. Were you stoked when it got announced that it was gonna be like quintet?
It was a love.
Did you want that fucking milli again?
It was a love hate. I was like, for sure. I was like, damn. I wish it was 5 million.
You just message Seth. Do I still get $1 million?
Yeah, dude.
If you're the previous champion,
yeah,
it's $1 million to me.
I'm like, hey, listen. Let's do the team event, but also give me a super fight for $1 million, and then we'll call it a day, you know. But yeah, no, it's honestly, I'm excited either way because it's not 7 figures just for me, whatever. But it's gonna be so much fun to compete with my team against another team. Like it's like it's battle, you know what I mean? It's the North versus South. It's goddamn, you know.
Bro, it is sick. Like I've done a couple of the team duels. And it's so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
It's way more fun. There's way less anxiety because you're like, fuck, here.
Sharing that anxiety, right?
Yeah. For me, it's fucking dope. I'm like, all right, let's go out there, fucking have fun.
Yeah. It's going to be so sick. It's like, I mean, right now, like, whatever team wins is the best team in the world. Like, undoubtedly. We have all the best teams, all best names going and competing. It's like, whatever team wins. No, without a doubt, best team in the world of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, Gordon's not doing it, right? He said no.
I have no idea. I think he's probably too. What's the right word?
You need Chris Wojcik.
Yeah, we do need a Wojcik. Pass.
Because like I was wondering, it's just weird because like didn't they just announce him and Craig are going to do Ultimate Fighter?
I think that was a fake announcement.
That is fake?
I think that's just Craig making social media posts. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Guy. I was getting everyone like hitting me up, and I saw it a couple times, and I was like, it's off of Craig.
Yeah.
This account and this account, and I was like, is this real or not?
I don't think...
but they are doing that show.
I think they're doing the show, but I don't think it's going to be them two because Craig is too witty. Like he would just smash whoever he's going against with.
Well, and you'd have to have a match after though.
No, it's not a match. It's about the social media, like the banter. Like Craig would just destroy whoever he's going against in the banter. So it takes a special person to agree to this because they would just get smoked emotionally.
That's true.
Craig is like the worst guy in the world of jiu-jitsu to wage social media war against, and then to have that televised to millions of people, it's like, yeah, it'd be hard to go against.
Yeah, it's a fucking like immediate L.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that, and then everyone was like, "How's this gonna work?" And I was like, "I don't know," because the coaches are supposed to scrap at the end of Ultimate Fighter. They're doing that for the fucking.
I don't know if they're gonna do that. I don't know. I don't even know who the opponents are, but if Craig is coaching, that's. I mean, there's no better person to put on the UFC Fight Pass thing as a coach because he's just so good on camera.
Yeah, I mean, the editing team is gonna have their hands full.
Yeah.
Shit. Didn't he almost get kicked off the Ultimate Fighter when he did it? Because he was playing fucking jokes on like the other team and shit, and they're like, "You have to fucking stop."
Dude, I don't know, but Craig is so witty, so quick and intelligent. It's hilarious.
When did you start hanging out with Craig?
I met Craig when I think we kind of joined DDS at the same time. Started training under John Danaher, relatively similar in time. So I remember the first time I rolled with him, I knew the name, but I didn't know like how good he was. He almost broke my arm like the first like 10 seconds of our training. I was like, that was terrible. And yeah, I've been aware of him ever since. We spent a lot of time drilling together. So there's a big period training under John Danaher where we drilled wrestling. Like, so the first like half of practice was wrestling, back half was jiu-jitsu, and then we get to live training. And we spent a lot of time like just drilling wrestling together. And I think I just made him work pretty hard because I was straight out of wrestling. So my drilling was it was like a
Live.
game. It was kind of like live, yeah. Like I would like drill a shot on Craig, take him down, and then Craig would shoot on me, and I just wouldn't let him take me down. like I'd make it super like long. I'd cut out, I'd Granby, I'd stand up, and he would just like have a really hard time putting me down.
He's like, fuck this guy, dude.
Yeah, I was such a douche, but that's how I learned how to drill, and that's how I do it whenever I do drill. But yeah, we spent a lot of time like that, so we have a unbreakable bond. Yeah.
You guys went to fucking Puerto Rico.
Yeah, we went to PR for a bit, and pretty much as soon as he could stop drilling with me, he stopped, and then we started trading together a lot we trained together a lot in Puerto Rico. Yeah, it was super good. I remember Craig went on this like seminar tour for like a month. And the day he left, I told myself, I was like, I'm gonna get so good when Craig comes back. I'm gonna destroy him. He's gonna be out of shape, training with nobody. It's like, I'm gonna kill him when he comes back. He comes back, first like 5 minutes of our road, he triangles me twice. I was like, what is happening? I was like, how did you train with nobodies and get better? And he's just like, it's what I do, mate. Like, it's part of it, brother. I was like, all right, dude.
I heard Nicky Ryan talk about that too, because Nicky's always like, he's gonna go, I'm gonna stay here, I'm gonna train, and then I'm gonna get him. Bro. And then he comes back and Nicky's like, I don't get it. You're posting that you were partying for fucking 4 weeks.
Bro. And he's getting better technique, better at jiu-jitsu. Like, bro, this doesn't make
He must
sense.
fucking study all the time or something.
I think he does. I think he studied. He's a huge fan of jiu-jitsu. He watches matches. I don't think he really watches instructionals, but he definitely watches tons of jiu-jitsu content. I think even when he is like, partying or wherever he is in the world, he's watching jiu-jitsu. I think he loves it.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get when I got here, it was like right when he was like he was obviously big in the jiu-jitsu world, but like when he started blowing up and like
it's crazy how much more popular he got when he like retired, because he could spend more time focusing on trolling or more so on social media, and it's like that made him so much more popular, and I feel like he's having more fun than he's ever had before.
Yeah. Also, arguably his best competition year was when he was fucking partying. The year he was like, I'm retiring.
Yeah.
He beat Felipe Pena.
Yeah.
He tapped Lovato, who then went and got second at ADCC.
Yeah. Dude, that's the thing. Like, Craig is retired, but he's still like definitely one of the best guys in the world. Like, I bet if he put in like a good like 8-week camp, bro, he'd be on top of his game for sure, bro. For sure. He's so good.
Yeah. I mean,
and he's not that old. Like, what's he, 32? Like, he's pretty young.
4 now? Still, that's not even that fucking old.
34. I'm just going to Google how old Craig is, because I bet he's not even 34. Let's see. How old?
I thought he'd be fucking 34 by now or some shit, but you never know in this sport, you know what I mean? Declan looks like he's fucking 38.
Oh, 33. 91. In July. I'll be 34 in July. July 17th.
It's pretty fucking young.
Yeah. I'm surprised Craig Jones, the Slipknot guy, didn't pop up.
Oh,
Craig must be more popular than him because that was the first name.
That's fucking crazy. That's a
sick.
flex, dude.
Yeah, that is a flex. Yeah,
You're more popular than the fucking Slipknot guy now.
that's pretty sick.
Bro, but man, but fucking Florida. We were talking about Florida earlier. And you were talking about how sick it would be to like go to the fucking training and then the beach.
Dude, yeah, hard training, 10 a.m. or noon. Get to the beach by like 2:33 and just hang out, lift at night. Like, bro.
I mean, you're one of the bosses. You know what I mean? There could be a B team Florida.
Yeah, we could do whatever we want.
Because right now it's like Austin, Austin, Texas.
The problem is, one of the problems is that a lot of our competitions we do are going to be in like Vegas and stuff, and it's 6-hour flight versus like 2.5.
That's true. Austin's pretty central to everywhere. Like the farthest flight you're doing is 4 hours.
Yeah, exactly. How far to go back home?
4.
4, yeah, dude.
It's 4 hours. It's 4 hours everywhere.
Yeah.
4 hours. It's like an hour to 4 hours everywhere to travel. That I've been to.
Like I bet if you go to Florida, that turns into like 6 or 7.
Florida's a fucking haul from back home.
Yeah, for
it's like
sure.
6. Yeah, it was about that 7.
Yeah, but Florida is beautiful.
I didn't even think about that, but I just like you see pictures like the beaches and shit, and I'm like,
yeah.
Or like there's another crackhead like in my apartment building, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking, bro, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Yeah, but when you get to that level, bro, you just go be like, all right, what do you want to go to Florida? Just teach a seminar, go on vacay for a week, come back.
Did you do seminars out there?
I didn't. No, I did. I usually do teach a seminar whenever I go, but this was so last minute. Like I was like Monday night, I was like, we should go to Florida, and then like 7 a.m. the next day we left. So
actually,
yeah, so
packed up the shit.
Yeah, I just backed up, bounced for a couple of days, came back Friday.
That's not bad.
Friday night, yeah. So it was good, but that's the perks of being a professional athlete. You don't have to check in, clock in anywhere. You just kind of fucking do what you want.
Yeah, I was back in Canada, and I'm in like the B team fucking employee group chat. Yeah. All I got was messages being like, "Can I have coverage? Can I have coverage?" I was like, "Who the fuck's at the gym?" Like there was like you, Damien, Ethan, and then like Declan were all looking for coverage, and then Wojciech, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Everyone just needed a week.
Yeah, I think I had Ben Hodge would cover a couple of my classes because he's pretty good black belt. He's pretty talented. The crab, you know about the crab ride, right? Learn a bit from Mr. Hodgkin.
Yeah, dude. It's just been fun as fuck.
Yeah.
I like hit a point in training where I was like, I need something to do that's fun.
Yeah.
So I just started like doing bolos and crabs because it's fun as fuck.
Yeah.
Tried them on you today in our leg lock round. It wasn't fucking successful, but fuck it.
Oh, we did it. Ashigurami.
We did Ashigurami.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's not bad. But yeah, dude, I mean like, yeah, training somewhere, I get why the gym's here. That makes sense. Like,
yeah, it's a popular city. I think it's
I mean, Austin's nice. It is. I think if you spend anywhere long enough and then like you go somewhere with like a beach, or like I went home with mountains and I was like, fuck.
The thing is, there's no beach, but if you hop in a boat, you have a good time in the lake. It's not the same as the beach, but you can rent a boat. We did that a few times last summer. It's like I don't know, $300 to $500 for like a 4 or 6 hour boat ride, and then like you split it with all your friends, so it's like it's well worth it.
Yeah, we thought about doing that because I want to go wake surfing.
Dude, for sure. There's a place called Quest out here where it's just a private lake, and it's not it's on a tow rope. It's not like a boat.
Oh, I've seen those.
Yeah. So you just hop in there. It's like I don't know what it costs for the day, but it's, you just spend all day just wake surfing, and they got some obstacles, some you could grind, some jumps and stuff.
Fuck, bro! I did a backflip when I was home, and I pulled my back. It was the oldest I've ever felt.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I still got it. I did like the third one I did. It was like, and I was
You're
like,
talking
what the fuck?
wakeboarding or wake surfing?
Wake surfing. I'm not wakeboarding anymore. Too old
You
for
did
that.
a backflip on wake surfing?
No, I just did a backflip on my feet. I'm just saying that's how old I'm getting.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying that's how fucking bad the body is. I was like, what in the fuck? I can't do flips anymore.
Yeah. Can you wake surf with no rope?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I could do. I mean, I've done them a couple times. But I can't do them like on command. But there was a while we were doing it so much that I did like 360s and stuff.
Oh shit. That's what's up. I've only been wake surfing once. It was like one of the first times I came to Austin, but it was a great time.
Dude, growing up, like we used to go to the lake all the time, and like one of our buddies' parents had a boat, and they let him take it all the time.
Yeah, sick.
So he would just like drive us to the lake with a boat,
Yeah.
blaring music, drinking beers. Probably goes back to why I didn't pursue hockey.
Yeah.
And then fucking you're just like wake surfing and shit. And it was just so much fucking fun. Like spending time in the lake was a fucking sick time. But yeah, I want to, renting a boat this year would be a good idea. Last year, like Z has water, like, or not, what the fuck are they called? Jet skis? Or
Oh yeah, he's got skis.
the fucking Sea-Doos? Is that what the fuck
sit on them.
Yeah, you sit on it.
Yeah, jet skis.
Fucking fly.
Yeah.
He was like, if you do the oil change on them, we can ride them. And I was like,
bro, let's do them.
Money. So I went and fucking did the oil change on them, started them up, and we fucking took a bunch of like the Aussies out. It was like Clayton and like Owen came out and shit. Like, well, he's not Aussie, but it was like me, Declan, and all them. Yeah. We were just racing up and down, and those things get fucking moving, dude.
Yeah, bro. I grew up riding jet skis, riding and jumping them. Yeah, some of them go like, I think my dad's was going like in 85s.
It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I think our last ski was like a GT or GT GR 1300 or something like that. It was Yamaha, not Sea-Doo, but yeah. Blast, you ever jump one?
No.
It's a good time.
You can jump them?
Let me show you a picture.
The big fucking ones?
Yeah, I think I have a picture of my 16th birthday, jumping a jet ski.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. And there's little consequence because if you fall, you just like crash out in the water, you know?
Bro, when you're going quick, water fucking hurts though, buddy.
Yeah, that's true, but you don't have to go that fast to jump these guys because like where I'm from in like Atlantic City area, like big ass waves. You just need acceleration. You accelerate hard, you're gonna get up in the air.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's you guys are really into fucking motorsports too.
Yeah.
That's you?
Yeah. My 16th birthday.
What the fuck?
For the camera.
Oh, where the fuck is the camera?
Yeah.
Had to zoom in.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's so sick.
Because you guys always had dirt bikes and shit, right?
Yeah, dirt bikes, jet skis.
Now you have a TRX.
Now I have a Raptor.
Or a Raptor R.
Sorry. Yeah. My dad was like he loved the motorsports. I remember we would go out. Even before I could ride, I would just be on like holding the handlebars to his he had a Banshee at the time.
Those things were fucking the Yamaha Banshees.
Yeah, bro.
Those things they had like the square front on them.
Yeah, beautiful.
Those things are fucking dope.
Yeah, he went through a couple of those, and then all summer long, which is just jet ski. It's a good time.
Yeah, my dad had a KX 250 he bought off a guy who used to like race. It was like tuned. It was a Kawasaki, and then I had a little 125 at the time. I was pretty young, or an 80. I have an 80, 125. But I remember we took it out to my friend's house, and my friend's dad was like, "Can I try your dirt bike?" And my dad was like, "Yeah, it's just a little like punchy though. Like, are you familiar?" And the guy was like, "I grew up racing dirt bikes." And my dad was like, "Okay." And my dad was like, "Do you want a helmet or anything?" Like, because this guy was a little weird. Like, you could tell something was off. So my dad was kind of like, "Are you sure, like, you race dirt bikes?" Because he didn't seem like that. The guy was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." This guy hopped on this fucking bike, dude. Immediately just, like, fucked up, fell. Broke his fucking ribs. Got a concussion. Came back, he's like, "Oh, yeah, it's a little different than the ones I used to fucking ride."
What, are you on a pedal bike?
And we were like, what the fuck? We got in the car, and I remember my dad looked at me and was like, "What the fuck did it just happen?" I was like, "I don't know, dude." I was like, fuck. I was like, maybe don't let that guy ride the bike again.
Fuck, should have said no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude.
But, yeah, it's almost an hour. But Declan's been asking everyone this. What the fuck? What's the end goal? What's the end goal for Nick Rod?
End goal?
Perfect situation.
I mean, really, honestly, end goal is create generational wealth for my family, to where my kids, my grandkids, my great grandkids can do whatever they want. Feel free to pursue the life that they want. Yeah, that's what I want. Generational wealth.
That's pretty fucking good. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, dude.
My guy. Anything.
Yeah. Like I said, stay tuned. Declan's going to do a couple. And yeah.